Hey guys, it's Lee, and I'm just here with my Galaxy S6 Edge. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a review, show you a couple of things I like about the phone, some old, some new. So yeah, let's start. So this is the Galaxy 6 Edge. I wanted to go with the Edge because I like the way it looked. I'll take the case off for you guys. So this is just a really thin case I picked up, just because so I can keep the Edge looking like an Edge. But I'll probably end up getting something a little bit more protective when it comes out with better cases. But yeah, so this is the Galaxy S6 Edge, 64 gig. As you can see, the screen is edged out on both ends. I'll turn it to the side for you guys. So it's really thin. Probably one of the thinnest phones. All aluminum body. Okay, yeah, like the iPhone. Gorilla Glass 4 on both sides. So it's really helps with the scratches. The camera lens protrudes out a little bit, and they have the heart rate monitor on the front, and fingerprint recognition on the front here. And this one's a little bit different. This one's just like the iPhone where you put your finger there. That works a lot better than the way that Samsung had it before. Alright, so on the Edge side here, as you can see, it's showing me kind of like a time here. It's more, I have it set for 12 o'clock at night till 9 to appear, and that's basically the times I'll be sleeping. So I can just have a glance over my nightstand and I can see the time and stuff like that. Alright, so let's get this thing up and going. First the home screen. So this is what Android looks like now. This is my main screen. So from the main screen, you can double click the home screen, and that brings you right up to the camera. Now the camera loads up really quick because when you have the phone on, the camera app is always loaded on standby, so you can take a quick picture if you needed to. You can also swipe up here, that's a shortcut, and you can also swipe up here to make a phone call real quick if you need to. And you get some of your notifications. Since I show this phone to a lot of clients and customers, I have most of my content hidden on the front, but you can have it definitely displayed on the front if you need to be regarding your messages, emails, and whatever else appears there. So yeah, the home screen button, yeah, it's just there's no password. I have my fingerprint there, so I'm just going to put my fingerprint there, and it lets me right in. Alright, so that's an Instagram video. Alright, so yeah, so this is the main part of the phone. Now to show a little bit more features of the Edge, I'm just going to show you here. Just keep in mind the Edge was more of a cosmetic thing than a useful thing. Really, that's what I think. Alright, so here's just your shortcuts for your contacts. So what happens is these would be people that you would want to call. At the bottom here, I got Hope, my fiance, and I can text and call her real quick. And if she calls me, the screen, when the screen's face down, like this, this will light up her recording color, which is pink or purple or whatever color that is. All right, so that's basically all the things that the Edge does. It also does this. Let me show you here. So just rub this right here, and then this little feed comes in, so it shows you the time, the weather, and then you can have different content in here. I have an NBA feed of the Raptors. It shows me the score. So that's basically what the Edge does here. Nothing too crazy. The Note Edge actually does a little bit more with their Edge, but yeah, so it's more cosmetic. So if you want to spend the extra $100 from the normal Galaxy 6 to this one, because you like the way it looks, then by all means, that's what I did. If not, then just get the regular one, because all the specs and the cameras and everything like that are exactly the same. Alright, so I want to talk about a couple of cool features I like. Ultra power saving mode. Let's say you're out somewhere and you're expecting a phone call or a text message, and you got no way to get to a charger, and you have like an hour left of battery. You can switch this guy to ultra power saving mode. Oops. Sorry, I'm just behind the camera, so it's a little bit hard to operate the phone. Alright, so I'm going to switch on ultra power saving mode. Alright, so I'll switch it on just so you guys see what it's like. Okay, so switching on to ultra power saving mode, which is really cool. So it's just your basics, stuff that you're going to need. You can change these ones if you like. But the phone calls, messages, internet, and a couple other things are just there. I added in the Facebook and a couple of these other apps here. You can still use your phone as normal. It's just the screen is black and white, as you can see, and it really uses as little power as possible. So this really maximizes the amount of power that your phone can have, which is really good because sometimes you can't get to a charger and your phone's about to die. This is a good way to preserve some of that power, okay, and still be able to use your phone and not miss any calls. All right, let's get out of this. Disable ultra power saving. Now it's always going to take a second to kick back into regular mode. And we have a sale on this weekend if you guys are interested. The 64 gigs, the one that I got, is normally it's $100 off, basically. All right. What's going on here? It's still on ultra power saving mode, so it's just waiting. So we got 79% to flip back and get everything going. All right. So yeah, I'll let you guys have a better look at it. So it's glass on both ends. Really nice design. Samsung did a really good job. They also have their speaker instead of on the back here. They have it on the bottom here, which is a little bit better of a place. I still wish they had some front firing speakers, but unfortunately, that's not Samsung's concern, I guess. Alright, so we're back in the regular mode here. So the other cool little feature here, if you guys listen to music, now this is not necessarily a new feature. Oops. Necessarily a new feature. It's a feature that was on the Samsung S4 already. But I really like it. Maybe not too many people know about it. So you would go here. Adapt sound. Basically what it does, it's you're gonna put your earphones on and they're gonna send out little beeps on your left and right side, and you let them know if you hear it or not. And that's gonna basically customize the sound to your ears, which is really cool, and it makes the music sound way better. All right, so that's really cool. Now let's talk about the camera here. Okay, the camera, obviously it depends on your TV, how this thing looks, but it does shoot 4K video, front and back. The back is a 16 megapixel camera. The front is a 5 megapixel camera, which is really nice. It has an f-stop. Both of them have an f-stop of 1.9, which means it's going to be better lighting. Actually, 40% better lighting on the back and 60% on the front. Now, I recorded a lot of my workout videos, as you guys can see, and I noticed that a lot because the lighting in my gym isn't really that great. But yeah, it's a huge improvement, definitely, and I really like it. Also has optical image stabilizer. That also helps with the light and stabilizing the image. Okay, so the camera's amazing. If you guys want to see it in person, stop by. I'll show you what I mean. It's just amazing. Just when you don't think the cameras can get really that any more crazy than they do. It's crazy. The fingerprint scanner, like I said, has gotten a lot better. Samsung had it as a swipe down before. Now they just have a touch, just like an Apple. Now, a lot of people are going to hate on that because it's, they're copying Apple. But realistically, if that's the best way to do it, then everybody should do it that way, not the second best way. All right. The last feature that I really like about the Samsung S6. I like a lot of things, but one of the last features I like is basically wireless charging. So you can have a wireless charger. I don't have one yet, but I'll be picking one up. And you can just basically pretend this is the wireless charger. You can just put it on here and it starts charging your phone. So that's really neat. especially at night beside your nightstand. You have a hard time plugging it in sometimes because it's dark in your room or whatever. So that's going to save your charging port. Now, if you do charge it with the fast charger that Samsung provides for you, it's gonna basically charge your phone really fast. Full charge in just a little bit over an hour. And if you needed a quick charge, I believe it's like 50-60% in like half hour, so it's not bad. Really, really quick. So yeah, if you miss charging your phone at night before you went to bed, that's what I usually do. While I'm getting ready for work in the morning, I'll plug my phone in, and then it'll give me a decent charge, so I can get to another charging port if I need to. If I take an hour to get ready, obviously it's going to give me a full charge. Yeah, so this is the Galaxy S6. It's amazing. I love it. And I'm really big on phones. So if you guys are looking for a new phone, this is probably one of the ones in the one of the best phones of the year. Now, a couple things to caution that Samsung changed. It has no more micro SD storage, but that's okay. Just get the size that you need. They have three sizes. 32 starts off at 64 and 128 gigs. I opt out for the 64. I honestly think 128 is overkill. I do take a lot of pictures, and that's way more than enough. 32 gigs would have been enough as well. But I like the extra. Okay. Yeah, and then the other thing to caution is actually, let's go back to the movable memory thing. Okay, there are a lot of cloud storages as well. So if you are, concerned about the price, because it does go up in increments, depending on the gig size. If you are concerned about that, then basically there's a lot of, cloud services and stuff like that. Google Drive is one I use quite a bit. Dropbox and stuff like that are also available to store your photos and videos offline. And that's pretty cool too, because then you can access it at your computer a lot easier as well without transferring the files. So it's really no big deal that it doesn't have any expandable. It was a nice option, but I prefer the design over losing that option. Okay. The next option is basically, the next not downfall, but the next thing that Samsung changed that a lot of people might not like is the non-removable memory. At first, I never personally had problems, but I know that a lot of clients, they are huge power users, which they basically kind of accommodated with the fast charging, because like if you are a power user, you're probably around a plug or your car or something, right? And you can always plug it in and give you fast charging. Well, not in the car, but yeah, and with the Samsung charger. All right, guys. Those are the two things here. There's obviously a lot of cool features, but yeah, stop by at the Wireless Wave. I'll show you a couple other cool things and get you the phone that you need. If it's this one or if it's another one. All right. Thanks.